So when you go to value that, you assume capitalizing that in 5 or 10 years' time. Okay? And you will look at what you would price those today as a benchmark, but you will not use today multiply necessarily to go and project forward. Okay? It's a conceptual thing, so as long as we understand each other, we don't have to agree. But
no, I mean, basically, you're using a DCF, which you can do when you go buy a property as a buy-to-let investor, of course. But
it's more of an issue to property companies and property building companies that are publicly traded, and people are trying to price those and so on. It's more of a derivative market. I don't pretend to understand that completely. I don't think too many people do. The market does react, seems to be reacting to that, and I'll leave it at that, if that's okay.
No, thank you, sir. Just to wrap up, and thank you for your questions, and we can carry this debate on, and hopefully join us for a drink after this. I think we definitely addressed the liquidity we talked about, and it's very impressive. 30% roughly trading in the last, what was it, 3 years, which is, I mean, that certainly covered that. A fairly impressive amount of institutional investors, which I actually was fairly surprised to know that they're there in such a large quantity. One thing we didn't really talk about too much was actually the natural point at which this model will sort of find its equilibrium, like this 25% that I mentioned, and we see it particularly in new developments and in refurbishment, a great opportunity to de-risk quite rapidly, particularly in markets where the capital value continues to go the right way. We can pass that on to the investors. It'd be interesting to see in a decompressing market how, if the comfort is still there, over the long term, but it'll ride the cycle. I'm sure we'll find out. But just a quick question for you on that: do you feel that there is a natural point, like within a developed market, that this something like this 25%, or do you think it's too early to tell?
Well, for us, I think it's too early to tell. All this is it's a different way of doing a sale and leaseback contract where you've got individual owners and large institutions taking that. And as long as there's the appetite there for people to take that different type of exposure. One of the slides on there is the bricks and mortar section of the Times had a picture of one of our investors jumping up and down the bed and said, a hotel room will buy to let. And I love the fact we're compared against a $1 trillion business, and we've only got £250 million worth of assets in our books. So maybe there's a bit more to go, but you can never tell. As long as the appetite is there, as long as people want to start investing in property, they want to do inflation-backed kind of investment, and I'm sure there's no end to how people do this.
Excellent. Well, thank you. I'd like to thank our speakers again, and please join us for a drink.